the Mars project. To prepare for the Mars project, we had to learn a lot about Mars. We had to learn about the lack of oxygen. We had to learn about the dust storms that heavily occur on Mars. And we also had to learn about sustainable resources that we could find on Mars and use to build our habitat. Using all these things that we learned, we created these 7 aerodynamic structures. These 7 aerodynamic structures would topple over if they weren't aerodynamic, and that would cause great disruption, and that's not what you want. So that's where all the scientists and workers live. The oxygen machine right here, the MOXIE, provides all of these with oxygen, so all the scientists can live. And these solar panels right here power everything. So these helipads house these drones that go out and find sustainable resources so that we can expand our habitat and make our habitat bigger on Mars. And researchers in these research stations right here get the information right here and send messages back or send coding back so the drones know where to go and where to find what they need.
Hi, I'm Karina Sanchez, and as many of you guys may know, NASA has been planning to live on Mars, so we had to come up with a great building material that can sustain life. So after much research, we came up with an excellent building material called mycelium, which is a particular kind of fungus. This is a mycelium right here, and we chose mycelium because it has many advantages, such as being lightweight, it doesn't require much space, it's sustainable, fireproof, and it grows in caves, which is great considering that Mars has many caves. So the purpose of this project was to try and learn how humans could maybe live on Mars. And I think that humans living on Mars is important because our Earth is fading away and one day it will no longer be able to sustain life. So I think having a backup option is necessary.
Hi, my name is Sarai.
Hi, my name is Srihantam.
Moving is always a hassle, especially when you're moving to a new planet. However, our team have been working on making a foreign planet suitable for civilization and settlement. The planet in question, Mars.
My team's project is focused on making Mars suitable and habitable for human civilization and settlement. One of our main goals with our project was to promote environmental consciousness and stability. Therefore, we used solar panels to power our Marshall Towers and the rest of our navigation system.
We coded the strobe LEDs by using a simple blinking light code and then running it on a series powered by a microbit. Additionally, the LEDs that stay on continuously are powered by both a microbit and a MOSFET.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Shidana Iniguez. I was in charge of all the lighting and wiring done for the Mars habitat, and I'll be talking to you about the coding wiring used for this project. To control all the blinking LEDs and strobe lights, they were hooked up to a microbit, and for the rest of them, they were hooked to the microbit as well, but these went onto the MOSFET, which helped control the voltage for the lights.
Hi, my name is Andrea Rodriguez and I'm part of the agriculture team. Our project is focused on growing food and expanding agriculture on Mars. Our crops are currently being contained within a greenhouse. This is because of Mars' soil and atmosphere, which consists of 95% carbon dioxide and very little oxygen. As for our crops, they need oxygen to grow and thrive. This is obviously a problem, however, our greenhouse helps stabilize the environment and protects the plants from extreme temperatures. Considering the conditions of Mars, if our crops weren't to be contained within a greenhouse, it would take no less than an hour for them to die. In our physical greenhouse, we have 2 pots of soil. One is Earth soil and the other is Martian soil, also known as regolith. In the pot with Martian soil, we have tomato, basil, and mint, and the pot with Earth soil, we have tomatoes and oregano. When me and my team planted the tomatoes, the purpose was to compare the growth of each plant, and we wanted to know how the soil affected the growth. To add on, my partner is going to explain.
My name is Sean McDaniel, and I'm going to be telling you about the aquaponics system. Me and my team use deep water culture known as DWC. The deep water culture is a hydroponic method of plant production. The DWC system works by dangling net pots hanging over a nitrogen-rich oxygen and water. We also set a pot underground and above ground in a greenhouse. We tracked the growth process. We found out that the surface greenhouse grew more than the underground greenhouse. We examined the pros and cons of hydroponic method compared to a fertilizer in the pot. We found out that the hydroponic method can be more expensive to set up and needs constant monitoring. The hydroponic method still gave us better results than the fertilizer and grew way much more and faster.
Spaces that I created using wearable technology. And using wearable technology, I added a compass, which helps you direct which direction you're going, north, south, east, or west. I also added navigation nets, which help you navigate in which position the suit is. And I also have a temperature sensor here, which helps you determine the temperature on Mars and the temperature of the suit to make sure it's in good conditions. Over here we also have the box, which holds the programs for the navigation nets to keep them blinking on and off. And over here, in case of nighttime missions, we also have a light which you click and then it turns on, and then you let go, it turns back off.
Hello, my name is Jacqueline Zarate, and this is my partner,
Karina Samantha Rodriguez.
and we built two rovers. One of them, we took inspiration from a rover known as Curiosity. Curiosity had storage, which we decided to add to our rover. Friday is used as a backup system to help Visionary on Mars. Friday has tank wheels, which helps them move on the smooth terrain. Friday is coded to follow Visionary, but it can also go on its own way.
Visionary is a rover with rocky buoy suspension. Without the suspension, it would just flip over. The suspension is caused by the rockers allowing it going back and forth, making it easy to go over the terrain of Mars. We took inspiration from a rover that NASA built called Perseverance. We took that it had X-ray vision and the rocky buoy suspension into our rover Visionary. It's able to go on missions to find resources such as copper, iron, gold, or even liquid water, which we hope to find with Visionary. It took 7 weeks to complete, and throughout those 7 weeks we did the design process where we discovered the problem where we wanted to find resources on Mars and see if there's any life on Mars, to see if it was ever inhabitable for us humans to adapt there. Oh, it's gonna fall. Oh.